alongside homeschooling, Katie Piper is keeping busy in lockdown, inspiring us all with her podcast, Extraordinary People. And she joins me now. Katie, great to see you. And it's a really, really good, it's an uplifting podcast, but it's also everybody's very honest and very open. They feel very comfortable talking to you.
Yeah, I would hope so. Actually, it's really nice just seeing those memories there. I wanted to create something that wasn't too kind of fluffy, and it's not all about everything being okay again. It's about people creating a new normal, and I think that's what we're all being asked to do at the moment, which is why it feels challenging. And I think when you share experiences and hear how other people have done it, it kind of reminds you that it's been done before and we can do this.
Well, of course, and obviously you've been through such a lot in your life. It's been so well documented. I think that makes you a better listener, perhaps. You've got more empathy with people and they feel that you understand.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think people trust you because you've shown your vulnerability and you've put yourself out there and you feel like a friend rather than somebody that's going to judge them. But actually, I think if we can all learn from that the more we talk to one another and the more we put ourselves out there, the better we'll be received. And in fact, we can't always second guess what somebody else is thinking. I think a lot of people right now might feel that their life is unraveling, they might not be coping, and they might be a normally very together professional person, but nobody's going to judge you for that. You know, it's quite normal not to be coping at the moment.
It sure is, Katie. I mean, like everyone, I have my ups and downs. Some days are great and everything's okay. And sometimes it can just take one little thing. And it's like what you said, the whole house of cards comes tumbling down.
Yeah, it is. It's a real roller coaster. And I thought about what am I going to say if you asked me how I am today? Because this morning I woke up and everything was going really well. It was fantastic. But yesterday was tantrums for homeschooling. I burnt the dinner, the kids didn't want to go to bed, and it was kind of head in your hands, is it too early for a glass of wine at 5 o'clock kind of day. But actually, you know, when I go on Instagram and talk to other mums, I think that's where everyone's at now, because we are kind of realising it's not just a sort of 2 or 3 week sort of temporary situation. We are having to adapt and learn new things. But we will do it, because when we get pushed into situations like this is when we become a bit more inventive and a bit more creative, and we really surprise ourselves.
No, you're right. And I know on this International Day of Nursing, you wanted to pay your own tribute because, of course, you personally, you know, have got a great debt to the NHS, as indeed your mum and your whole family.
Yeah, God, there's so many nurses. I could do a whole other segment on all the people I need to thank. I mean, of course, as we saw in your show today, we're reminded of the sacrifice that everyone's making on the front line. I really want to give a special shout out to the burns nurses, because so many people have been redeployed from their department, and they're more stretched than ever trying to keep survivors alive and keep them thriving, their mental health. But also my own mum, she's having immunotherapy at the moment, and there's a brilliant team of nurses that are helping her, and I'd like to thank them for, it's not just their nursing, it's their bedside manner, going in for your chemotherapy and being met with a smile and somebody that remembers your name and what your favourite biscuit is just makes a huge difference. So thank you if you're watching.
That's very true, you know, it's more than just giving treatment as such. It's about the whole kind of thing. It's about having emotional intelligence as well, and treating people as individuals, you know, not just saying, oh, that's the burns case or that's the cancer case, you know, that's Mary or Louise or Sally or Fred, you know, that's what's so important.
Yeah, and you can see a genuine person. I remember when I was being treated, they were all wearing face masks because of infection in the burn unit, and you would just connect with eyes. You couldn't get the communication through a smile, and you would see in their eyes the dedication, the commitment, and just this genuine warmth. And I think all anyone wants to do is be treated like a human, and that connection can be as healing as medicine.
That's so interesting what you said, because of course you had to be in isolation because of the risk of infection. You have been there. You kind of know what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I was in isolation in ICU because of infection, and when I went home, life-changing injuries, I couldn't go out. And when I was allowed to go out, I then had, mental health issues and confidence issues, trust issues even. I was scared to be in crowded spaces. So I have kind of been there. And I suppose I'd like that to be a message of hope that, even doctors said I wouldn't go back to a normal life, and I'm thriving now. So if I can come back from that, all of us collectively in this together, we will once again be together.
Oh, Katie, wise words to end the show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it. And Katie's Extraordinary People podcast is available right now. It's a great listen. Thank you so much.